Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, February 22nd, 2016. There are 22 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. with the Ways and Means Subcommittee, chaired by Councilor Powers, along with Councilor Robert J. Hass Jr., Councilor Arthur F. Guinasso, Councilor Stephen Morabito, Councilor Anthony T. Zambudo. Committee will discuss the following items. First, pursuant to Council Order 16-015, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the Mayor and the City Council obtain an audit of all municipal offices to review the appropriations of grants, the allocation of no-interest loans, as well as the operations and procedures of all offices in city government as economically feasible. Further, that said audit be conducted by the state auditor, as was previously performed on the Department of Public Works. And second, pursuant to Council Order 16-018, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere establish an ordinance creating a municipal facilities fund in which 10 to 20% of certified free cash be transferred to this fund on an annual basis. At 6 p.m., we move on to the Revere City Council meeting, which begins with a salute to the flag, the roll call of members, and the approval of the journal of the meeting held on January 25th, 2016. Then it's on to calendar item number 1. Mayor Arrigo will brief the council relative to his first term agenda items. Calendar item number 2. Pursuant to Council Order 16-020, a representative from Revere Adult Day Healthcare Center has been summoned to appear before the Revere City Council to answer questions relative to alleged violations at number 765 Revere Beach Parkway in Revere. Calendar item number 3, under public hearings, pursuant to Council Order 16-028, hearing has been called as ordered on an ordinance further amending CZ-16-01, the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to a definition of a kennel. According to Section 1, Title 17, Chapter 17.08, a kennel means a pack or collection of dogs on a single premise, including a commercial boarding or training kennel, commercial breeder kennel, domestic charitable corporation kennel, personal kennel, or veterinary kennel as defined by Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 140, subsections 136A to 137A, as amended by Chapter 193 of the Legislative Acts of 2012, and Act further regulating animal control. Calendar item number 4, hearing has been called as ordered on the petition of Verizon for a joint pole relocation on Fernwood Avenue, approximately 6 feet in a westerly direction. Calendar item number 5, pursuant to Council Order 16-023, this is regarding a motion of Councilor Patch under unfinished business relative to the Shell gas station at number 174 Squire Road. Subject matter was tabled at the meeting of February 1st, 2016. Calendar item number 6 is the Ways and Means Subcommittee report. Calendar item number 7, pursuant to Council Order C-16-01, this is a communication from Mr. Joseph Bradford Hart requesting to withdraw his special permit application for 485 Beach Street without prejudice. Dated February 1st, 2016, dear City Council, I, Joseph Bradford Hart, hereby request that you allow me to withdraw my special permit application without prejudice. Respectfully, Joseph Bradford Hart. Calendar item number 8. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the appointment of J. Masterson Construction Corporation as a licensed drain layer. Dated February 2nd, 2016, dear Council members. Please be advised that in accordance with the provisions of Title 13, Chapter 13.08, Section 13.08.435 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere, as most recently amended, I respectfully request that J. Masterson Construction Corporation be approved as a licensed drain layer in the City of Revere. Please take careful notice that all drain layer licenses expire on April 1st annually unless sooner revoked by the mayor and the council. Mr. Jeff Masterson has been advised that he will be contacted directly by the appointment subcommittee with a date and time to appear before them concerning this appointment. Sincerely, Brian Arrigo, Mayor of the City of Revere. Calendar item number 9. This is a communication from the city solicitor relative to the special permit revocation Adult Day Healthcare Center and Wonderland Dog Track parking permit license, dated February 3rd, 2016, special permit revocation. The City Council requested that my office investigate the special permit revocation process for the operation of the Adult Day Healthcare Center and report my opinion back to the City Council. Accordingly, I have reviewed the law as relates to special permits and conclude the following. The controlling authority for special permits is Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 40A, also known as the Massachusetts Zoning Act. There is no revocation process delineated in the Zoning Act. Rather, the relevant provision of Chapter 40A is its enforcement mechanism. Section 7, which allows the enforcement officer, the building inspector, to enforce the conditions of a special permit. Massachusetts courts recognize that the conditions of a special permit are subsumed in the provisions of Chapter 40A, and ordinances or bylaws under which they are promulgated. They are part of the zoning law to be enforced. Footnote 1, Wyman versus the Zoning Board of Appeals of Grafton, 47 Mass 635, 641, 1999. The building inspector is well within his authority to enforce the conditions of the special permit and the city's zoning ordinances. Subnote 2, Town of Stoughton versus Capozzoli, 60 Mass Appeals Court, 1121, 2004. Absent the ability to revoke a special permit, the only option is to enforce the special permit and the conditions provided therein. Therefore, the building inspector may enforce the special permit in the same manner in which he would enforce the city's zoning ordinances or the state's building codes. Revoking or suspending a parking lot license. The council also requested that my office investigate the process with regard to revoking and/or suspending the parking lot license issued to the Wonderland Dog Track on the VFW Parkway. According to my investigation, the relevant statute is Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 148, Section 56. According to Section 56, no person shall engage in the business of conducting or maintaining an open-air parking space without a license therefore granted by the local licensing authority, approved in all cases by the head of the fire department. Licenses may be suspended or revoked by the local licensing authority and by the head of the fire department. Depending on the conditions of the license at issue, either the Revere Fire Department or the Revere Licensing Board, which issues the license, may revoke or suspend a parking space license. Normally, a report or complaint will be presented to the licensing board. In response, the licensing board will schedule the licensee to appear at a hearing before the board to address the matter, after which the board will render a decision whether to revoke, suspend, or take no action. I was not provided with any details on either the daycare center or the parking lot license, so my opinion provides a broad overview of the information requested by the council. However, please feel free to contact me if you have any further questions or require additional information, and it's initialed by Paul Capizzi, the city solicitor for the City of Revere. Calendar item number 10 is a communication from the Lottery Commission relative to the installation of a Keno monitor at Bread and Basket at 535 Broadway in Revere, Massachusetts, dated February 11th and filed February 17th. Dear Sir or Madam, the Massachusetts State Lottery is offering a Keno monitor to existing Keno to-go agents to display the game at their location in accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 10, Section 27A, as amended. You are hereby notified of the lottery's intent to install a monitor at the following Keno to-go agent in your community: Bread and Basket, 535 Broadway, Revere. If you object to this agent receiving a monitor, you must do so in writing within 21 days of receipt of this letter. Please address your written objection to Kristen Gonzalez, General Counsel, Legal Department, Massachusetts State Lottery Commission, 60 Columbian Street, Braintree, Massachusetts, 02184. Should you have any questions regarding this program or any other issues relative to the lottery, please call me. I look forward to working with you as the lottery continues its efforts to support the 351 cities and towns of the Commonwealth. Sincerely, Michael R. Sweeney, Executive Director of the Massachusetts State Lottery Commission. Calendar item number 11. This is a communication from the mayor relative to an ordinance further amending the zoning ordinances of the city of Revere, floodplain districts, dated February 18th, 2016. Dear members, recently the Federal Emergency Management Agency, that is FEMA, has completed a flood insurance study, FIS, and revised flood insurance rate map, FIRM, for the city of Revere. The FIS and FIRM will become effective on March 16, 2016. In accordance with 44 Code of Federal Regulations, paragraph 60.3 D and E of the National Flood Insurance Program, the city of Revere must adopt the required amendments to the city's floodplain zoning ordinance to reflect the new flood insurance rate maps. I have attached the required floodplain zoning amendments which need to be adopted to bring our floodplain zoning ordinance into compliance with FEMA's new floodplain management measures. Since the new floodplain management measures and revised FIRM need to be adopted by March 16, 2016, I recommend that the City Council and Planning Board advertise for the public hearing as soon as possible so the city can meet the effective deadline. Respectfully, Brian Arrigo, Mayor of the City of Revere. Now, this is an ordinance further amending the zoning ordinance of the City of Revere. Section 1, Title 17, Chapter 17.46, Section 17.46.010 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere is hereby amended by deleting the language in this section in its entirety and replacing it with the following new language. The floodplain district is hereby established as an overlay district. The district includes all special flood hazard areas within the City of Revere designated as Zone A, AE, AH, AO, AR, A99, V, or VE on the Suffolk County Flood Insurance Rate Map, that is FIRM, issued by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, for the administration of the National Flood Insurance Program. The map panels of the Suffolk County FIRM that are wholly or partially within the City of Revere are panel numbers 009J, 017J, 019J, 028J, 029J, 036J, 037J, and 038J, dated March 16, 2016. The exact boundaries of the district may be defined by the 100-year base flood elevation shown on the FIRM and further defined by the Suffolk County Flood Insurance Study, FIS. Report dated March 16, 2016. The FIRM and FIS report are incorporated herein by reference and are on file with the City Clerk, Planning Board, Building Official, and Conservation Commission. Section 2, Title 17, Chapter 17.46, Section 17.46.090 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere is hereby amended by deleting paragraph A in its entirety and replacing it with the following new language. A, sections of the State Building Code which address floodplain and coastal high hazard areas. Section 3, Title 17, Chapter 17.46, Section 17.46.090 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere is hereby amended by adding the following new paragraph, F. F, all subdivision proposals must be designed to assure that A, such proposals minimize flood damage, B, all public utilities and facilities are located and constructed to minimize or eliminate flood damage, and C, adequate drainage is provided to reduce exposure to flood hazards. Calendar item number 12. Pursuant to Council Order 16-029, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo, that the mayor look into the feasibility of urban farming and husbandry as permitted in the city of Boston. Calendar item number 13, pursuant to Council 16-030, this is a motion presented by Councilor Keefe, that the mayor requests the Traffic Commission to amend Schedule 9 of Title 10 resident parking areas of the Revere revised ordinances by including Haskell Avenue. This motion is made due to the resident parking restrictions both Everett and Chelsea have in place, which in turn impacts the available parking for residents on the Revere portion of Haskell Avenue. Calendar item number 14, pursuant to Council Order 16-031. This is a motion presented by Councilor Haas, that the mayor requests the superintendent of public works to report to the city council on whether or not outside water meters will be allowed under the new water meter system. Calendar item number 15, pursuant to Council Order 16-032. This is a motion presented by Councilor Haas, that the mayor requests the Police Department Traffic Division to increase the timing of the traffic signal on Malden Street for vehicles entering onto Broadway. Further, that Mass DOT and the Traffic Commission be requested to complete a study on the timing of traffic signalization along North Shore Road from Wonderland to Mills Avenue. The traffic signalization has been decreased significantly, causing traffic jams at all times of the day. Calendar item number 16, pursuant to Council Order 16-033. This is a motion presented by Councilor Haas, that the mayor be requested to convene a meeting with Inspectional Services, the Department of Public Works, and the police to discuss enforcement of the city ordinances as it pertains to storefront signage and advertising, A-frame signage, window coverings, balloons, and transient vendors have been a concern as of late, which is the reason for the submission of this motion. Calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 16-034. This is a motion presented by Councilors Rotundo and Keefe, that the mayor request the appropriate department to address the following quality of life issue: light out on pole number 2307 at 5556 Furnace Street, posing safety issue to homes in the vicinity. Graffiti on the side of the building at 317/315 Park Avenue, directly under a Rotundo campaign banner. A large piece of graffiti, approximately 3 feet by 3 feet, has been on the side of this brick building for the last at least a year. Note that a fire occurred in the building in April of 2015. The graffiti pre-existed the fire. Abandoned home at 2426 Furness. Home abandoned for 5 years, and you and I discussed it during your campaign stop. Overgrown shrubs overspill into the sidewalk, and there is an accumulation of debris around the perimeter of the building. Note that the property was in foreclosure proceedings in December 2014 and remains abandoned and unmaintained. Calendar item number 18, pursuant to Council Order 16-035. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo, that the mayor look into the feasibility to legally intervene in the rezoning of FEMA and MEMA flood zone maps. The rezoning will have a significant effect on over 25% of the homeowners in Revere. Calendar item number 19, pursuant to Council Order 16-036. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo, that the mayor look into the feasibility of establishing a volunteer medical response team. The purpose of this team would be to identify healthcare professionals who would volunteer and work with the fire chief to provide first aid during events such as the Sandcastle event. Calendar item number 20, pursuant to Council Order 16-037. This is a motion presented by Councilors Morabito and McKenna, that the mayor requests the Department of Public Works to install a blinking yellow sign, 2 poles before the stop sign, which is located on Winthrop at the intersection of Summer Street. The stop sign at this location is not easily visible to drivers, and warning signage would caution drivers in this dense residential area heavily traveled by pedestrians and children. Calendar item number 21. Pursuant to Council Order 16-038, this is a motion presented by Councilor Guanasso that the mayor requests the Traffic Commission to install a handicap parking sign at number 266 Cushman Avenue at the request of the resident. And calendar item number 22, pursuant to Council Order 16-039, this is a motion presented by Councilor Powers that the mayor requests the Department of Public Works to inspect the sewer structure and cover in front of number 37 Alice Street to determine why the cover is displaced during plowing. Further, that the necessary repairs be made to prevent this happening in the future. This has happened several times in the past and is a danger to the general public. And this has been before the council, a reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, February 22nd, 2016. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.